Thank you.
Got it.
And then just know you can also go to participants and manually mute people if you need to, okay? Sorry to
Got
interrupt
it. Thank
you.
you. Learning as we go, no problem. Gotta have that no problem attitude, right? Okay, guys, girls, ladies. Alrighty, so I figured why not, right? The investment was small. I had such good vibes from the side hustle school call that I decided to join and literally just have never looked back since. I've always been a very, you know, if they can do it, I can do it too. No problem kind of person. And really just looking for something that was gonna help me with contributing to our family finances and um, and having my own purpose and my own thing that was my own. And so that's really what this community has done for me, you guys. And this opportunity is that I feel now that I have my own financial independence back again. So back backspace a little bit. I since I was 16 years old, and that's just my life as I knew it. I was a full-time worker. Even after I had my kids, I returned to work pretty much within 6 months to a year. And I worked. I realized that, now I realize that I was working towards somebody else's dreams, and that just reinforces my goals and my dreams even more, because I literally was bending my back, wasting precious moments with my family. I was gone, I was working a lot, 40 hours a week plus, and I realize now that this opportunity has changed my life in such a big way. So 40 hours, then the pandemic hit. I decided to stay home, and when I found this opportunity, all I was looking for was $450 to begin with. And that first month I made $497 with Herbalife, so with my retail money and my preferred members. So it was great. I felt like the universe was listening, and I was going to take advantage of that. So fast forward to today, you guys. Busy work from home mom, currently mom of 2 kids who are back to school, homework. I am a wellness coach with Herbalife, as I've mentioned, doing my power hours 2 to 3 times a day, our team calls, our team events. And then in 2020, I also got certified to do eyelash extensions. So I'm currently a lash artist with a growing clientele. I have 2 to 6 clients a week, you guys. So the definition of a busy work from home mom, I think I know a little bit about that. So with that being said, thank you guys for letting me introduce myself and give you guys kind of like a background of who I am, what I'm about, and I'm really, really excited to share this topic with you guys tonight. Time management is something that I have been learning how to master. So did I begin right away and have all the answers and just like, do everything that I needed to do every day? No, because before I knew about time management, literally my days would run me. So I would get caught in not knowing what to do. I would have a list and I wouldn't follow it. I would forget things. I was running out of time. I was late to places, late to appointments. And so time management, you guys, is really, really going to be vital in getting you to that next level. So tonight we're going to talk about tools and tips to manage your busy schedule and hit your next level goals. So with that being said, I've mentioned already that you might be new, and so some of this might be a little bit foreign. If you are not new and you're, one of our oldies but goodies, this is pretty much what we focus on doing every single month. Even myself, this is still my goal every month is to get 5 new preferred members. And if you guys don't know what that is, I promise you reach out to your coach and we'll explain it to you. But it's basically just getting five new clients and getting them on their basic plan. So this, as you guys know, is our best weight loss plan and regimen. So within the first 2 weeks of the month, you're going to want to try and get your 5 new clients, and then you guys getting your 1 new distributor each month. And what we're trying to do here is get you guys to your next level. In doing that, you're gonna go through the distributor action program. And if you can get your 5 new customers and possibly 1 new buddy to join you in the business, then you're gonna be getting these beautiful gifts. I qualified for them. Barbara just qualified for them. There's such pretty things, you guys, free stuff that we are being rewarded with just for doing, just for doing the distributor action plan. Meanwhile, you're still getting your retail, you're getting your income from your side hustle, but you're also qualifying for these beautiful gifts. So that's the plan there. Month number 1, bring your friends with you. So talk to everybody and anybody that you guys know and invite 5 to 10 friends to start on the Herbalife program. You'll be earning your 25% to begin with, and then obviously growing to your 50% level. And then part 2 is duplicating yourself. So like I said, if you have friends, sisters, cousins, your bestie, whoever it is, bring them on and do this as buddies, okay? And that's the buddy system, you guys, which is going to get you to your next levels so much faster. That being said, I'm going to jump into the training. What do you guys think? I'm excited to share this with you guys. So 8 time management tips, and we are going to get into the nitty gritty. If you guys want to take screenshots or you guys want to have your notebooks open and ready to take some notes, because like I said, nobody just wakes up one day and says, today I'm going to start 2 businesses and I'm going to know everything about it and I'm going to be freaking fantastic at it. So in staying plugged in coming to all my trainings, I have learned so many good nuggets, you guys, that this is my top 8 tips for what has worked for me, and I hope can work for you guys too. So number 1 is make clear goals. Number 2 is make lists and to-dos. Stay focused and on task. Next is know your business or businesses. Later, we'll hear from somebody that actually is one of our oldie but goodies and one of our most amazing coaches ever. She does a full-time business and her side hustle. So know your businesses, like I said, and then choose a time management system. Stay organized, trust your team, and take breaks. All right, guys, so make clear goals. Write it out. I think that's such an important first step in knowing your goals and getting really clear on your goals. So write them out. 6-month goals, 1-year goals, 5-year goals. Be specific and detailed. So, maybe little bullet points, whatever comes to your mind when you're first writing out, your goals, just kind of jot them down. You can go back later and hone in on what those are specifically as you get into your, smaller tasks and goals per day, per week and month, etc. So write it down. I really encourage you guys to write this out. Here you see this picture right here on the right-hand side, and that is my roadmap to Active World Team. That's my next level, you guys, and that's really what I'm shooting for. And so our amazing coaches have put together this form for us, and it's called our 10-point system, and it's something I look at every single day, you guys. I have my list here, literally every single day. I look at it. And so what we're doing here is, writing out, it's already written out because it's on a form for me, which is awesome. And then I just have to go in and check off each item. Of course, I can write in any of my goals on here, whatever's going on for that day. I have it on this paper. And then next thing is knowing your why. And so you'll see to the right, know your why and create your vision board. So first, know your why. Your why should be written down and kept really close to you at all times. We talk a lot about knowing your why, and the reason why is because you literally have to remind yourself constantly why you are making these sacrifices every day. Why are you doing that? What is the end goal for you, or what does that look like for you? So your why are you sacrificing? Why are you employing yourself? Why are you wanting to hit these goals? So write it down and look at it every single day. Once you know your why, you guys, it's going to be a lot easier for you to say, okay, I need to sit my ass down and look at my list, look at my to-dos, look at my calendar, and get shit done. Right here, you see create your vision board, and that is my vision board. I have it on my phone. And so I look at that as my screensaver every single day. And it is just as important, not only, I'm a firm believer in paper to pen manifestations. And once you write it down, there's a power in letting the universe know this is what I want. Okay. Another good way to do that is creating your vision board. So I have this and I look at it all the time, you guys. It's just a bunch of things that I envision for my future, and that I think upon and I manifest upon. And I'm looking at it right now, and I just get so kind of emotional looking at it, because it drives me. It's my driving force in doing my business. So this is really connected to my why. I do it for my family. I do it for myself, to feel good, to look good, to be good, right? And so I actually wrote something down today, and it was just so powerful. I heard it. It was like, I'm an ordinary person, but I've been given this extraordinary possibility and opportunity to create an extraordinary life. So I'm just really, really excited about where we are all headed. All right. So lists and to-dos, pen to paper. There is power in writing it down and checking it off. So have a daily to-do list, you guys, and make sure you detail any subtasks. Focus on your small accomplishments. So checking something off your list is going to be so satisfying. You're going to be like, yes, like at the end of the day, if you check your list and you only have 2 things checked off, you're kind of like, oh, I can do better, right? And so by checking things off, we're really keeping ourselves accountable to what we have to do, and just that really good satisfaction of knowing that I want to keep doing that. I want to keep checking them off until they're all checked off. Okay. And then you can also do this on your phone. So I can't even name to you guys how many, or give you the number. Oh, 202. I have 202 notes in my phone. And so this literally keeps me going. And, my kids make fun of me. My husband's like, what the heck are you writing down now? I write down quotes. I write down numbers. I write down grocery lists. I write down kids, things that I need to remember. Whatever, anything and everything, I have it in my notes, and I refer back to it often. It's such a good tool. You can search things. Highly, highly, highly recommend phone apps, not just for your list, but for any notes in general. Okay. Let me take a sip of water because yo girl is parched. Stay focused and on task. So avoid distraction. This is key, you guys. One of the ways to do this is to set time aside for your power hours. And I'll get more into that, with your calendar. But you're going to definitely want to identify what times you have or what hours you have available to dedicate yourself to power hours. And this is to grow your business. Okay. So all the tasks that we're doing in power hour they're money making activities. They are client focused. We are focused on our business tracking. We're focused on getting new clients. And so 1 hour can be extremely powerful in your business. If you're taking advantage, you're avoiding distraction, you're sitting there and you're doing this this power hour for 1 full hour. So within your power hours, you're going to set a 5 to 10 minute timer for each task. It could be 5 to 15 minutes if that's how long you need for that specific task. But setting that timer for each task within the 1 hour power hour. And so that's going to be powerful because you're going to be able to hit multiple key things that you need to do in your business, and you keep it within that time. And so it keeps you focused. It keeps you, I'm going to do this for 5 minutes. You're focused, and that's all you're doing. And so it's more productive. It's intentional work, right? So that's really what staying focused and on task is just working with that intention, working without distraction to really get really hone in on your business and work smarter and not harder. Okay. Like I said, you guys, I work my business 2 to 3 power hours a day. And so obviously talking to clients in between that, as they may come up in my DMs or out in the public. But I set aside time in my calendar for 2 to 3 power hours a day. So that's 2 to 3 hours a day, you guys, I'm working my business. And knowing your business is next. So tracking your numbers daily, weekly, and monthly to your goals. So whatever your goal is, you're going to definitely want to be tracking those numbers. Staying plugged in. So you easily know the promotions and trends associated with your business. So it's super important because no matter what business you're in, you guys, these are key components, right? It's like if you work in retail, if you work for a corporate office, most of the time you're going to be tracking some numbers or some, whatever it is that you do, you're going to be tracking your traction and your numbers, all that, engagement, whatever that may be. And then staying plugged in, staying connected to close to any new trends or promotions that are happening in your business. Alrighty, next is such an important one. It has a lot here. So I encourage you guys, take a screenshot if you need to. Choose a time management system. Create a detailed schedule, you guys, and then break it down daily, weekly, and monthly, and then break it down by each hour of the day. To the right there, you guys will see that I have my Google Calendar, and I just started implementing this, and I can't rave enough about how much of a game changer this has been for me. Literally, you can sync your Google Calendar to your Alexa so she can like yell reminders at you. It's freaking phenomenal. If I encourage you guys highly to find some calendar, especially like an e-calendar that's really going to be connected to you with your phone or your laptop or your computer, because you can see it so broken down that it really alleviates stress. I feel like for me, it alleviates that like overwhelmed feeling of like, oh my God, I have 87 things to do today. And like, I only have this much time to do it. And I have to be here and then I have to be there. And my mind has to switch from this to that. And so really in doing your calendar, when you set your calendar up, you're going to want to do it. Obviously you have your month, right? But I feel like focusing on 1 week at a time. So on Sundays, what we've been doing is going in on Sundays. My team and I have been holding each other accountable to posting our schedule, right? Which means that we've taken the time on Sunday to really write down our schedule for the week. And you could see here, mine gets super specific. It's like wake up, 6 a.m., morning routine. And then from 6:30 to 7:30, get the kids ready, so on and so forth. And then you can color code it, change the times, drag things around, what have you. So this is going to help you identify the pockets of time in your day where you can incorporate power hours. You can incorporate client appointments or your workouts, family time, your team calls, all of that stuff, right? And so when you look at it on Sunday and you're like, oh, okay, so I have some time, and or you have a new client, or you need to fit in a power hour, or you need to know where you could fit in your workout. You're like, all right, I'm free from 2 to 2:30, so I'm going to fit my workout in there. Okay, so it's really going to help you hone in and find those pockets of time in your day that you can incorporate either more tasks or other things that are going to propel your business. This is even, I use this, obviously, you guys see that everything is so meshed in there. It's just like my kids, my family, and then it goes right into my morning routine for personal development. Then it goes into a workout, which is like also something that I know that I need to do as a wellness coach, is obviously work out and make sure that I'm healthy. Then it goes into a power hour, and then pick up the kids, and then come back, and I have a pocket of time for dinner. And we train with our kids and our cats. So thanks, AJ, for that. Next, you guys, is use time management tools. So some ones that I love is my calendar, like I've been raving about, my Google Calendar, your planner, alarms and alerts. And I kind of touched on that with how Alexa can, yell out your times and all your appointments on your calendar for you. But set your alarms and your alerts on your phone. I'll talk more about it in just a second too, but that's an important one. And then to-do lists, agenda, or notebooks that can, house all of your, either your calendar or your notes or whatever it is, your list. And then phone apps, super important. All righty, let's see, we got stay organized. So follow your schedule as closely as possible. Follow your alarms. That is what I was talking about here, you guys. So another thing that I have a million of is alarms. And I don't know if you see them, but they go on and on and on. So I set alarms, and my family also gets so like irritated with my alarms because I'm always like, oh, it's going off. What do I have to do? And so it helps me to stay on track though. And so I know that it works for me. It can work for you too. Try and see if it works. But I know for me it works, and it's a must in my organizational skills, because if not, I would probably be late to calls. I would probably, forget a million things to do, but I set my alarms. I would probably even forget to pick up my kids, you guys. So my alarms are timed to pick up my kids as well. Okay. And refer back to your calendars and to-do lists often. I have a ton of lists, and my calendar on my phone, my calendar on my computer. So just keep them handy, you guys, and refer back to them. That's why we create them, right? Trust your team. Stay accountable with your team, okay? And then that's something that has really worked for me, is staying accountable with my team. Like I said, we do that Sunday, post your schedule, so we know we have to, be accountable to that. And then asking for help. So one thing I've learned is Your team is also your family. Enroll them into your vision and goals so that when you ask them to help you, they are clear on exactly why. Okay, we are we are employed by ourselves, right? When we're doing this side hustle, nobody's gonna be there to tell you what to do and when to do it. That's the glory, and that's the glory and the growing in this company, is that we need to employ ourselves. And so asking for help, whether that be from us, your team as your sidelines, or your home team, which is your family, it's basically making sure that you guys are all on that same page and you are showing them your vision and your goals and really letting them know, like, if I need help and I'm asking you for help, this is why. And it's to better all of us. Okay, last thing, you guys, I have for you is take breaks so you don't burn out and you can increase productivity. um, I've never been one to turn down a nap. If I'm offered, I take the nap. And if you're tired, you're tired. We have a lot going on, but get back to it, right? When you have that rest and when you take that break, make sure you're staying hydrated, eating your meals. Those are all things that we need to make sure we're doing so that we don't burn out. And in doing so, in taking those mental breaks, you can get back to work and have increased productivity, right? I feel like sometimes you do need to step away for that 10-15 minutes, get outside, get your fresh air, have your lunch or your snack. And then when you come back, you have such a better mindset and more energy and more focus to get right back into it. Ta-da, we are all done with my section, you guys. I thank you again for letting me share that with you. We have up next our amazing coach, Cindy Serrato. Here's her amazing results, you guys. She is such an inspiration to me. As I mentioned earlier, she is a full-time employee. I'm gonna find her on the, let me see if I can find her, you guys, if I'm fancy enough to do this. She is gonna be sharing a few things with us because I've asked her. I found you, Cindy, I found you.
Yeah.
She is going to be sharing a few things with us. I asked her to speak because, like I've said, you guys, I didn't wake up knowing how to do what knowing to do all of this, right? And so really, in staying plugged in getting trained by Miss Cindy, I have gained so many key nuggets and things that I implement into my daily routine that have really helped me. And so anyway, I'll stop talking and Cindy, you can share with us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Drop a 5-5 in the chat for Miss Jessica. She did an amazing job. She covered so much in so little time, but it's absolutely powerful. So my name is Coach Cindy. I do see some new faces on here. So really quick, I want to go into my story. I found this community 7 years ago. And at the time I was, like most people, trying to figure out how to get results, how to feel amazing. I did the whole yo-yo diet. I did the binging. I did all of the things that I shouldn't have done, but it's great that I did it because it led me to this community and it led me to Herbalife and creating a healthy and sustainable lifestyle. So I was invited to a fit camp by one of my good friends. At the time, I was in a plateau in my own weight loss journey. I was going to the gym 2 hours a day. And what I realized was, number one, I was under eating. I wasn't very positive. I didn't have a positive outlook on life. I kind of felt drained by the rat race of working a 9-to-5. And I realized that I lacked community, I lacked nutrition, education, and I found what I never knew was missing in my life. So I got started on the product, guys. I started to feel amazing. So like I said, at the time I was at a plateau. So I thought, you know, I already lost weight. I'm not going to lose any more weight. I want to focus on building muscle. But to my surprise, because I was giving my body what it needed, right? Bomb nutrition, I started to lose inches. I started to lose weight. In my first 12 weeks, I lost 20 pounds. I felt amazing. And I was sharing my journey, my transformation journey, and just the fitness and the community on my Instagram. So you can go back through the last 7 years of my journey and you can see literally everything. I've been documenting my entire experience with this community. And so because I was sharing, naturally people were interested in what I was doing. And because I already had a job, I didn't think of the business opportunity. But because my results spoke for themselves, my energy, what I was putting out there, sharing the community, it just started to attract people into my business. So that's literally what launched my my side hustle. So I'm really excited for you guys that do this, that are interested in doing this part-time, because I feel like I have really learned how to hone in on the craft of building a side hustle while working a full-time job. So I work a full-time job for the county. I work about 50 plus hours a week. Really, I'm working 5 a.m. to 5 p.m., 5:30 p.m. because I count the time that I'm waking up, getting ready for work. That's still time that goes into my schedule. So I've really learned how to maximize my time by incorporating all of these things that Jessica has shared. And I wanted to kind of go into some of those things that have really, really helped me master this side hustle, working my business 2 hours a day around my full-time job. So recap of my results, I've been able to lose 115 pounds with this amazing nutrition. I've been able to put on 16 pounds of lean muscle with the same nutrition, guys. I built my curves, healthy booty, healthy gains. And I had an amazing, healthy and active pregnancy, gained 40 pounds, lost 40 pounds, and I'm currently expecting my second baby, Herbalife baby, healthy pregnancy as well. And I just feel amazing. One of the things I love about the community and the nutrition is that I really get to share my positive postpartum experience, and it has a lot to do with the community support. So if you're looking for results, if you're looking for a business opportunity, this is definitely the right place. And I just want to share a few things that I have learned that are really going to help you maximize the little time that you have. So number one is employing yourself. So mastering your routine. So Jessica shared these amazing tools and tips that we can use to cultivate our business, right? And it doesn't matter how much time you really have, you just have to know what schedule you have. So the first thing I would say is to employ yourself. What does that mean? You go work a 9 to 5, you have a set schedule. So really master your schedule. Knowing what your schedule is going to allow you to see pockets in your day, just like she shared the agenda. I do the same thing, but I have it written down because I'm old school and I really love just writing and checking off, with a pen and a paper. So knowing what your schedule looks like so that you know how much time realistically you have to pour into your business. So like I said, I work 50 plus hours. I'm a mom, I'm a wife. I have realistically about 2 hours a day to work my business. So that is from writing down my schedule, looking where I have time, and putting in that time, putting in those tasks that she talked about, business tasks to work my business. So she talked about a power hour. My first power hour is during my work time. So I get 2 breaks and a lunch, which equal an hour. So I break down those power hour tasks, which for me, that power hour is all about engagement, connecting with people. I use Instagram specifically for my business, and that's where I get clients from. So connecting with clients. And so it's really important that you know what your routine is, you know what your schedule is, so that you realistically know, okay, how much time do I really have to pour into my business? Okay. Second is to engage your family in your vision. So she talked a little bit about this, right? So why do you want to build a side hustle? Why are you building your side hustle? Why do you want to build multiple side hustles? What is the outcome for you by creating this side hustle business? And what I mean by engaging your family in your vision, especially if you have a full-time job like me, it's really important that you sit down with your partner, with your family, and say, listen, this is what I'm going to do. This is why I'm doing it. These are my goals, right? And it's also a sense of accountability. Like, My husband knows, so I started the business before I became a mom. And this also kind of put fire under my butt to, number one, not waste time, to have a routine and set schedule of what I really have to work my business, but ultimately with the greater vision for me. So my greater vision is to be able to fully supplement my professional income with my side hustle. So knowing that, this is a conversation that I had with my husband, and he does the business, or he was doing the business before we had my daughter. But understanding what that meant, understanding that I have a set schedule for my business, but I work it around family time. I work it around what my life looks like every single day. And the beauty of it is that I work Monday through Friday. So the weekends is a little bit more time to invest into my business, but it's also fitting in the importance of family time. So that's going to go into the next what I want to talk about. So the balancing act. So what does that look like, right? And one of the key things that I want all of you guys to really understand is the way to really make it happen is to make it a lifestyle. So listen, for me, because my husband got on board doing the lifestyle with me, working out, eating right, it became our own process. It became literally what we do every single day. So when I had my daughter, it wasn't hard to transition because I had already started those things. Now I'm going into motherhood, having another baby, and having to now once again readjust. But because I started those habits before, the eating healthy, I meal prep every Sunday, I work out at least 6 times a week, but it's a part of my lifestyle. And more importantly, it's like fitting my family into what I'm already doing. So on the days that my husband is off, we work out as a family. When it's just me and my daughter, she works out with me. We just make it happen. And if it's important to you, you'll make time for it, right? But ultimately, because I started with small daily disciplines every day, doing the things every single day, it does become a discipline that you don't even think about, right? I don't think about like, oh, I got to work out, or I got to follow up with clients when it comes to my business, or I got to post on social media. Because it's something I'm already doing, it's easy to create content. Because literally, guys, what I share on my Instagram is my day-to-day life. Like literally because you got to think about what you're doing, especially in this wellness industry. What are you doing? Essentially, you're building, yes, we're using Herbalife because Herbalife is amazing. It's the vessel, it's the product that gets the results, but we're building our own brand. So always remember that you are the brand. You are your own brand, right? People come to you because of what you're sharing and the value that you give. And so when I think about, like, I don't even think about that as being a part of my business as a job task, like posting online, because it's something I'm already doing. I'm taking pictures of me and my daughter. I'm recording me and my daughter working out. And it's just something that I get to reshare and now give a message of value, of hope, of motivation, of you can do it too, kind of thing, right? So that's how we kind of start to create and make it a lifestyle, so that it doesn't seem too daunting when we're having to do these like business things, right? So learn to make it a lifestyle so that you have balance, so it doesn't feel like I'm pouring so much into my business. All the time that extra time that I have is going into my business, and then my family is suffering. I bring them along. Everything is about bringing them along into what I'm already doing. And because my daughter grew up in that, that's what she knows. And that's what this baby is going to know. He's going to know we live a healthy lifestyle. We drink our Herbalife shakes, right? And it's just our life. Next is to have fun. So Jessica said, make sure you take breaks. Having fun, like, honestly, listen, for me, I don't go out much and do a lot of that, but I enjoy what I'm doing. I enjoy the lifestyle that I've created because it makes me feel good. And so being able to have fun means, for example, one of the workouts that I do every week is I used to lead a fit dance class. I still do that. I still do that at home. I do it with my daughter. It's just about making everything fun, right? And for me, the fun is in connecting with the community, showing up to those community events where I get to build relationships with the other women that are in this community that are working on themselves. Like, that to me is the fun part of this business, and learning how to incorporate the things that I enjoy into my business. So one of the things that I would recommend, if you haven't already done this, this is something that I learned really, really quickly in the beginning, was because, like I said, Herbalife is the vessel to create. This isn't one opportunity, but Herbalife is the vessel to create more opportunities in your life, more ventures, right? Because when you have extra money, it creates more opportunity, right? So one of the things that I recommend for you guys to do is to make a list of 5 things or 5 hobbies that you really enjoy, and how you can incorporate those 5 things into your Herbalife business. So for me, it was like, I love to work out, I love to cook. So now we get amazing things. We get to make amazing things, amazing recipes with our products, right? We're so spoiled now. And I love to dance, which I get to incorporate into my wellness business. I get to connect with women and empower women through self-love, right? I get to make money being myself, essentially, like being myself, showcasing my lifestyle. I love to take pictures. I was a photographer for many, many years. So that comes into play when it comes to creating content for my business. And everything is a billboard. Everything you're doing is content. Even if you think it's not, it really is. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because life is not perfect. We're not perfect people. It's just about being able to make connections with people. Okay. And then lastly, it's remembering your why. So this is super, super important, especially if you are a person building a side hustle, because a lot of times we get caught up with life. If work is draining, right? If work is draining, you don't want to have to like clock out and clock back in sometimes, because you're exhausted. But when you really think about it, at the end of the day, what is the reason that you decided to start a side hustle, right? Where were the reasons? Most of the time, for most of us, it's our family, it's our future goals, of the future we're planning for ourselves, our children, right? Maybe it's a vacation fund, maybe it's your holiday fund for Christmas gifts for your kids, right? So when life starts to happen, or you get busy, or you had a bad day, it's easy to say, I'm not going to work on my business today, right? But you always have to remember, like, what is the reason that you're doing this, or why you want to do this? And this applies to everything, not just this is life in general, right? Not even just your side hustle, your businesses, but life in general. What is the reason why you are doing what you're doing, or you're trying to grow in what you're doing? And always go back to that, because it's easy to lose sight of that. And one of the things that I always tell myself when I've had, my job is very stressful. It could be, I could give any excuse as to be like, well, I had a long day. I don't want to do what I know that I need to do to get things done. Right. But I remember, and I tell myself, like, every time I choose, well, I don't choose, but if I chose to not show up for my side hustle, it's the same thing as telling my daughter, you know what, you're not worth it today. I'm not going to work, because you're just not worth it. And that's the reality. Like, that's always what has always brought me back to, like, we gotta work, we gotta do this. And really, like, 2 hours a day, or 1 hour, is literally just showing what I'm doing every day and talking to people. It's not even hard, right? It's just getting over that hump of, like, mentality of worker, right? Being a worker, being an employee. You have to really remember to employ yourself, and to do the things that you need to do to make that money, honey. So you want some water here? So that is what I have for you guys. I hope that was helpful. And just super excited to see all these, maybe not your faces, but I see your names. And then definitely, if this is your first time on here, reach out to your coach that invited you, so we can get you plugged into this community. This is the beauty of this business, guys, is that if you look at the screen right now and look at all the women that have their cameras on, how everyone is so different, right? And there's just so many incredible stories here. Everyone is coming from so many different walks of life. We all do different things in life, but Herbalife is for everybody. So if you were invited on here, if you stayed on here for the entire time, know that there's a reason why you're here. There's a reason why you're here. There's a reason why you had to be here. And know that this can be the one thing that you never realized was missing in your life. So back to you.
Thank you so much, Cindy. That was freaking fire. You just closed us out with such beautiful, amazing, powerful nuggets. So, like I said, you guys, I've been trained by the best. And so there we are, right? Don't leave, you guys. Thank you, everybody that got on. We have a few minutes before our hour is up. But like Cindy said, I do want to close with that is like, if you're here, there's a reason. And so there's just a bigger purpose, I think, lying right around the corner for you. So if we can do it, so can you, right? With that being said, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and oh, let me put myself back on. Add spotlight. Oh, let me take you off, Cindy. I know you just want to be in the spotlight. There we go. Okay, so let's see. We have a raffle, you guys, for all of our newcomers that said yes to tonight. Logged in, wrote your name in the chat. Thank you so much. We have Sarah, Yvonne, Cynthia, and Priscilla. So thank you, ladies. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you guys because this is so fun. I
Hi,
love
Jessica. I think we're
raffles.
missing
Hi.
a name. Also,
Oh,
Anna Cabral.
Anna?
And Crystal, is that one as well?
Crystal, I think.
Okay. Sorry, ladies. I just went off of whoever posted.
Sorry if you guys called my name, Crystal. I was putting my infant to bed.
Okay. So Crystal and Anna, right?
Let me check
Okay.
if I see. I see Eileen.
Eileen also. And Eileen.
Yeah. E-I-L-L. I mean E-I-L-E-E-N.
Wait, L. I think I spelled it right. Right, ladies? Okay. I don't know the coaches of those last three, but if you guys
Jess, can you add Yuri?
yes.
Y-U-R-I.
Yes, I see Yuri.
Okay, and then Monique. And then
Alrighty. Oh,
I'm trying to, and then
all
Cynthia.
these newcomers. I'm so excited. And who else? Sorry. We have Sarah, Yvonne, Cynthia, Priscilla, Anna, Crystal, Eileen, Yuri, and Monique.
Yeah, I think that's, unless anybody else knows anyone else.
Okay, and then ladies, I'm just so excited. We're gonna be raffling off a cellulose, and if you've ever tried cellulose before, stuff is bomb. Okay, I kid you not, it helps you to lose that water weight, get rid of bloating, and helps to smooth cellulite. So you need it in your life. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just shuffle the names just for, do 3 shuffles. We get some nice even results. And then we're gonna raffle off the cellulose. Let's go. Super excited. Who's the winner? Ooh, Monique made it by the hair on her, whatever that saying is. Yay, Monique. Oops, I deleted it right away. Congratulations. Let me stop sharing. And I just want to say thank you everybody for getting on tonight, for letting me share with you guys those nuggets. And if you have any questions at all, reach out to whoever invited you guys. Find us, come talk to us. I'm super excited for you all. And to all of our oldies but goodies, if you ever need anything, you know that any of these panel of amazing women has your back. So super excited. I don't know if anybody wants to unmute themselves and say have a good night, but let's do it.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Let's go, girls.